Hi everyone, Lorraine here. Today I'll be taking you through our integration stage, and in this video I'll be showing you how to add your data connectors into Gyana. So the first step you want to take is to select on connector, and this will take you to our array of connectors that we have available to use in the tool. So they range from marketing connectors, events connectors, productivity connectors, database connectors, file connectors, support connectors, sales connectors, and finance connectors. So these are the array of connectors that you can add into Gyana. And if there's a connector that you can't see, simply reach out to our support team and we will work to get that in for you. For today's example, I'll be taking you through our Facebook ads connector. And whenever you select each connector, you will be presented with information about how that data will be imported into Gyana. We use our partner Fivetran in order to pull the data from your data source into Gyana. So once you're happy with this information, simply click continue. You will then be redirected through to our Fivetran partner. So once you understand the terms and conditions, simply click I understand. Now each and every connector is set up differently. So on the right hand side, you have the setup guide, which gives you each step-by-step instruction of how to import your data into the tool. So for this example, I'm going to select the grant user access and I'm going to authorize. Once I've authorized that, I have now the option to select the sync mode, so I can sync all my accounts or I can select sync specific accounts. I'm going to choose on sync all accounts. And then underneath you can see that there are 20 insight tables that have already been generated for me. So once I'm happy with the tables that have been generated, I simply click on save and test. So once all the connection tests have passed, we'll be redirected back to Gyana. So we're now at the configuration stage, and as you can see, these are all the tables that we had selected during the import process. At this stage, you can now select or deselect the tables that you want to work with. This again helps with row management, and it also helps you to really understand the data that you want to work with and only work with the relevant data. For this example, I want to use all the data sets that have been imported. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and click import. So now we can wait for the validation and import. So depending on the amount of data that you're importing will depend on how long it will take for the data to import. With our connectors, they do vary in time. And so what you can do is go to the integration homepage. And as you can see, we have a ready tab and a pending tab. Your data will be within the pending tab. And once the import is complete, all you need to do is add it to your ready tab and you'll be able to utilize the data. While your data is in the pending stage, you are able to work on other areas of the tool. And once the data is ready for you to work with, you can simply head back into integrations and continue working with this data set. So once your data has uploaded, you'll see that it will have a status of ready to review. So simply click on the data set. Now you need to review the number of rows that will be added into your team. Once you are happy with that, you can click confirm. And now your data has successfully been added into Gyana. You can see how recent the import was and how recent the sync is. You can see when the file was first created. You can see the number of rows that have been used, and you can see the person who has created it. You also have a reference table underneath, and this shows you exactly where this dataset has been used within the tool, such as workflows and dashboards. You have the data tab, which gives you an overview of each table in terms of the structure and the preview. So the structure shows you the different data types within each column, and the preview shows you a table preview of all the data within that table. You have the setup, and so you can go back and configure the tables that you want to work with. As you saw, I selected all the tables. If for any reason I don't need certain tables to work with anymore, I can simply go back to the configuration, deselect those tables, and then refresh my page. And then that will then refresh the number of tables that I'm working with in the dataset. You also have settings where you can rename the name of your dataset, and you can also delete it as well.